What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Luna here, and as we can see, it is looking actually pretty damn strong. We did recently make all-time highs of around $45, which is obviously an absolutely incredible price target. And it seems as though Luna hasn't really been struggling like a lot of cryptocurrencies have recently. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, VeChain, Polygon, all these other cryptocurrencies that we tend to cover, the larger cap ones, have actually been struggling recently to get back towards their all-time highs. And are currently rolling over quite significantly with an ABC kind of correction in the market, doing something like this. On their charts, if you go and look, you'll see that on the daily time frame. But it looks as though because Luna has been performing so well, the rollover that it's had has actually come back down to, you know, previous levels of resistance, potentially flipped into support here. You can see if we actually draw this line in, I'm not sure what this line is doing. Let me just move it to here. As you can see here, we'll draw a line in here. We've basically got our previous all-time high almost being flipped into support here, not fully tested, but you know, this coming down to this sort of area. And obviously, if we draw our fib retracement tool in here, from our previous high to our previous low, you'll get an idea of some of the confluences we're looking at as well. You can see pretty much perfectly what's been going on. Obviously, we drag this from high to low, like this, from here to here, and you can see these levels. We come up, resistance, support, we lose it, we come back down, 50% retracement down to this level here, come back up, resistance flipped into support, resistance, support, resistance flipped into support, resistance, support, resistance, support. You get the idea. We come all the way up to here, we range inside between resistance, we come back down, one final test of that previous support at the previous all-time high where we drew our fib retracement in. And then we run up to the next fib level pretty much at the 141, and then we do start to get that wider market correction that we did see. This kind of black swan event that we're looking at in reality with Evergrande. And you can see that what the market has been rolling over. We have rolled over from around $45 all the way down to around, what was this, $24. So, you know, this is roughly a 40 or 50% correction in the space of, what is it, a week or so. So obviously everyone knows crypto not for the faint of heart. But, you know, it's quite clear that if you just bought Luna down here at around $4, you would have made around a 10x, 11x here. If you bought Luna, essentially, what is this, May, June, July, August, May, June, I can't even count my months. It's basically 3 or 4 months, isn't it? A 10x in 3 or 4 months on a really, really top quality project like Luna. We do think Luna's got more legs to run as well. It's a really, really good quality project in our opinion. And you can see, you know, it's performing very well. I mean, you look at this chart and you think this cannot be a bearish chart, can it? We've just come up, high, low, high. And then if we make that high or low, we're just golden for continuation, basically, aren't we? And it looks like we're holding support really nicely. You can see we obviously come back down pretty much to the previous all-time high here to test it for support just before another pump up to the upside. And, you know, we've come back down, we're fishing down here for some support, aren't we? And you can see, you know, we do have a bit of a... we did have a range potentially looking something like this that could be flipped into resistance. We'll have to, it remains to be seen what will happen with this, but if we get back inside the range, obviously things will be good. But for now, you know, it looks as though in our opinion, things are doing pretty damn good. There's probably a decent level of support. We would say here, this is an area that has been tested multiple times. You can see here that we found a decent bounce at around, what is this, $25-ish, a psychological number as well. So in our opinion, you know, Luna's come back down. It's just looking for support before that next leg up in reality, isn't it? Like, we're looking very, very bullish. Obviously, we've lost our EMAs and we're currently retesting the 55 here. But, you know, we're only one Bitcoin pump away from getting back above these levels. And it looks as though in reality, we've just been, you know, chopping it sideways for a month or so, really, haven't we, like this? Basically waiting for another move up for Bitcoin where we can see that big pump to the upside. And, you know, now Bitcoin swept its lows, we could be looking for that. So short-term price predictions then, if we do roll over, we would expect this previous all-time high to act as a very strong support at around, what was it, $23? A very, very strong support indeed. And, you know, if we do roll over a little bit more than that, obviously we do have a lot of potential free fall here with not much support, but we do have another level of support in and around that $20 level as well. If we do come down, do something like this, sweep the lows and then start to pick up, which we do expect to happen because we are still in a bull market, let's not forget. And then obviously, if we start to move to the upside, we want to reclaim the 55 moving average, reclaim the 20 at around $32, and then obviously get back up towards this 127 at around 36, and then that all-time high of 45 as well. And then longer term price targets, Luna looking very, very promising indeed. We've got that 141 at around $46. We've got the 161 at around $67, and then that huge 227 extension at around $210, which I think that a lot of Luna Luna holders would be very, very happy with if we reach this kind of level. But we do think Luna around $100 by the end of the bull run is probably fairly realistic, which is around, you know, it's only a 2x from the all-time high, around a 4x from the current price. That we think that's a realistic price target. Maybe even up to 150, maybe that $200 level, depending on how much of a pump there it does start to get. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.